The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Fields. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice consistent gain.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Fields. Flushed out right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, it's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. J.P. Holtz. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. At their own 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. Sermon with space, a 1st down and then some. He's at the 40, 20,
I'm the best
10,
I'm the best
touchdown, 49ers. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Gets past one man. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 on the play. Here's Sermon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. On the ground with a tight end. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. J.P. Holtz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Second down at 7. Now Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Second and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give for Sermon running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for... offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, here's Fields. Flushed out right. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Throwing now is Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple. On second down now, it's Mitchell.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lance escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
At the 49ers 30-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down, Bears.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run it with Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Now Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And Lance now to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one.